Now, just about now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring on stage an amazing artist. Very powerful. Of course, strength. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Felicity Mudis. Keep on clapping.
To every single woman I failed by staying on the side of silence, I'm sorry. And I'm sorry that I'm sorry because you've had that 1,000 times, probably said it 1,000,000 times, and I'm sorry that you had to say sorry even when you weren't at fault. Take the fall even when you didn't have to. To every woman I failed by staying on the side of silence, I am honestly doing better now. My name is Felicity Mudis. I am a storyteller. I do this through spoken word poetry, fashion. I make these incredible pieces, and through the Sister Darling podcast. So if you are a fan of feminist conversations, feel free to follow me at Felicity Mudis and subscribe to our YouTube channel where we post our podcast, Freedom in Healing. For the piece I'm going to perform is for all the queens in the building. Can I hear aye? Cool. I've always wondered, what would it feel like to walk this world unafraid? Wearing freedom as a shiny ornament, a stamp of declaration that boldness is mine and I can thrive and flourish in it. And in as much as so much noise has been made on women empowerment, equality and inclusivity, gender-based violence, maternal health, equal pay and opportunities, and all the challenges we face, I still feel trapped. Yes, I know I'm a fully grown woman, but inside of me lives a very terrified, fragile little girl. I watched him tearing her apart, beating her black and blue, hurling insults like he had no shame, like he felt no pain. And as if that wasn't bad enough, I angrily watched her, holding me back, eyes bloodshot, face swollen, ribs broken, probably lost a tooth or two, pleading for his forgiveness and mercy like she had no shame, like she felt no pain. Then she went ahead to look me right into my eyes and called me a liar, made me swear I would never retell those gory details to another soul, because even if it was true, which it wasn't, why didn't I scream loud enough, fight hard enough? I had lain on that ungodly altar, feeling like a tainted burnt offering, but even if it was true, which it wasn't, I was to blame for dressing provocatively, eyeing him seductively, causing him to burn in desire for my flesh. Her own mother had dragged her, stuck naked, in front of the thirsty eyes of the masses to go get the cat, because unless she was mutilated, she was a disgrace. A good woman did as she was told, did the bidding of culture she was told, respected the ancestors of old and all the told, even if it was against her own dignity and sanity. Feminists had told me time and again that women were supposed to uplift each other. But tell that to my boss, who woke up every single day with one goal in mind: to make my life a living hell, because she couldn't stand to see another sister shine. According to her, the sun, the stars, the moon, and all their glory were hers to behold. Women, fellow women, have made fun at my sharp-pointed knees, near non-existent hips, and this tiny breasts that were once my pride, criticizing me savagely for not being beautiful enough, curvaceous enough, and when they've had enough, their words have left me a wounded casualty, gasping for even the tiniest bit of breath and confidence. And then this woman who always thinks she's doing the world a favor by dragging her daughter back into the very arms of the man who's turned her into a punching bag, with no ounce of respect for her or her dreams, because thou shalt not break the sacred commandment from the Holy Bible of Good Women, chapter 4, verse Insanity, which says it is more honorable to die by the hands of your husband than to leave him. Oh, pretty please. Let us not forget this woman who doesn't care whether the man already has another woman warming his bed and building his empire, because sharing is caring. Wanaume ni kidogo. It was a woman. It was a woman who taught me that a woman's vocabulary included only 3 words. Yes, please. And the famous, I'm sorry, that slipped through my tongue like tales of old, stuck in my memory like a leech, sucking me blood, skin and bones. She silenced my voice, backed and buried it in a tomb so deep. No, I wasn't born mute. I became one. My vocal cords, so from my silent screams, clouded in desperate agony. She showed me how to hate, how I looked, and like the shallow human I was. Every single time society's standards of beauty changed, I'd chase, running after it like a race. Exhausted, I gave up. It was a woman. It was a woman who introduced me to patriarchy. She let chauvinism thrive in her hands, grumbling but nursing it, complaining but fueling it. Misogyny flourished, consuming her whole. It destroyed her, but gosh, you see, she destroyed herself. But maybe, let's extend her a little bit of grace and say maybe it's because she didn't know better. Or even if she did know better, maybe it's because she was afraid to do better, to be better. Now, I dare say that we, you and I, we can create a revolution. And as divine as that sounds, it will take work on the inside before the out. So I dare you, Queen, to fight every single raging battle in the inside of you and ensure you win. The ones against your self-esteem, your self-worth, your dreams and desires, people's perceptions of you, all these cultures surrounding you, the traumas you've lived through, the depression within. I hope, sincerely, I hope you heal. I hope you learn to speak again, even if you have to start with A, B, C. I hope you learn to love with the abandon of a little girl who's known no darkness or gloom, like the great warrior you are, stepping into the battlefield committed to victory, not just for you, but for your fellow sisters, your daughters, the generations coming after you would never ever have to fight these wars ever again. Queen, I hope you keep evolving every day. And once you do, Queen, once you do, Queen, you will be unstoppable. You will be the revolution. And maybe, just maybe, we will all know how it feels like to walk this world unafraid. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
All right.
Educate, liberate, celebrate. African women on the front line. Organize, educate, liberate, celebrate. Organize, educate, liberate, celebrate. African women on the front line. Organize, educate, liberate, celebrate. Awesome.
All right, keep on clapping, ladies and gentlemen. Keep on clapping. Let us appreciate the power. Feminism high. Feminism high. Powerful. Felicity. Who said the vocabulary of a woman is, I'm sorry, please, and yes. Who said that? This is so deep. What do you mean?
Honestly, I have grown up in a culture where that's what I have seen. And as a woman, regardless of the injustices you're constantly subjected to, you're expected to always say yes to things you're not comfortable to. You're expected to say sorry, even when the fault is not yours. And you're always, like that has to be your vocabulary. You have to say please and beg for space, including over things that you're actually qualified for and rooms you deserve to be in, and still you have to beg for them. I mean, that's the craziness of being a woman. Yeah.
It's crazy. Power to all women, power. Mbona men amsemi power? Tutawapeleka mbio. Hawataki power. Power to all women, power.
Power.
Power to all women, power, Kasena.
Power.
All right. It's so interesting. I could feel the passion, the energy, the feeling you put into this piece. Are we on the right track with the fight against femicide?
Yeah, I think that is the reaction of every single woman in the room in this moment. Every single time someone asks that question. And for all the work that women have been putting in over the time, I would be tempted to say we are on the right track. But it's crazy because as a movement, we have constantly been pushing for our voices to be heard, for the safety of women. And then Kasongo decides, I want to silence you guys a little bit by giving you a tiny piece of something I think you guys want. And so he ensures we have a task force against gender-based violence and femicide. This guy's taken an entire year doing a report. And then the report is released. Guess what? One of the recommendations is that femicide should be declared a what? A national emergency. How many months since the report was out? Has anything been done? Has it actually been addressed? And the cases are just getting worse, even at this moment that we speak. So as a country, we are still deep in the pits. And as a nation, we don't really care about our women, and we have to be honest.
Do you think men are doing enough to support this cause?
Honestly, no, men are killing women. No, men are not doing enough. And I
mean the men inside this house.
Even the men, you know, without me knowing this men in person, I wouldn't categorically vouch for any of them.
Okay.
Because the crazy bit is some of these people show up in CSO spaces doing incredible work, and they're the same people who go back home, oppress their wives, subject their girl children to so much violence, to the feeling of not enoughness, identity crisis. So I wouldn't want to categorically say, you're doing an amazing job. You could do better. Pull up your socks.
All right.
Yeah.
Comrade Power. Please turn to your neighbor. If the neighbor is a man, ask them, are you that demon? Are you that demon? But Felicity is saying here, you cannot determine by looking at their faces. All right? The demons inside us, ishindwe. Sema ishindwe. Pepo mkali, si ndio? That is a statement. I want you to fight each and every battle in you and make sure you win. This message is very strong. Are all women able to fight these battles?
Yes, all women are able. I used to think I wasn't able to fight against the battles I had to deal with as a person. I am a survivor of sexual violence. I was defiled as a child for about a month. And what that does to you is it takes away your voice. And it puts you in this place where you feel like, I'm never going to be enough. I'm never going to be good enough. I don't even want people to ever get to know this part of my life. But I have come to realize there's so much power in understanding whatever happened wasn't on me. The abuse I went through, it wasn't on me. The suppression I have been dealing with as a woman, that isn't on me. That's a societal problem. But do I keep existing in the society with the burdens they have left me with? Or do I decide to take it off and solve from that and be like, I'm going to be creating a difference from this thing that you thought was going to just like stall me? So I think that every single woman is able to, but I wouldn't want to lie and say, you'd walk the journey alone. I have had communities around me of brilliant, beautiful, powerful women constantly holding space for me. I've had the space of therapy. I've had the space of support groups. So all I want to say is, Queen, you don't have to fight it alone. And Queen, healing is possible. Allow yourself to just be like, I don't want to carry this anymore. And it happens over time, whatever the circumstance was. So yes, every woman can.
And I also want to say, be a king. King, join this battle. Let us end femicide. Comrade Power. Comrade Power. As you exit a stage, look at that camera a message to those oppressors outside there. They're watching. What do you have to tell them?
What I would want to tell them is not something I would stand for as a human rights defender. So I will swallow that one and just say, you need to change. You need to do better. We cannot afford to keep raising our children with so much trauma, with so much suppression. And being a woman should not have to be a death sentence. It shouldn't have to be the thing you constantly have to fight against so that you can exist in the world. Every single human being deserves dignity just as you do. So if you wouldn't want it done to you, don't subject any woman to that. Just do better.
Power to Felicity. Keep on clapping, keep on clapping. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Keep on clapping mpaka kati chini. So